भारत की कहानी
मीनाक्षी लेखी की जुबानी। आजादी के लिए प्राणाहुति देने वाले 75 अनाम वीरों की 75 कहानियां मीनाक्षी लेखी की जुबानी।
On 22nd November 1830, in a small village called Bhojla, near Jhansi, a little girl was born to a Kori couple, Sadova Singh and his wife Jamuna Devi. They named her Jhalkari. As the only child of indulgent parents, Jhalkari grew up with an independent spirit. Sadly, Jhalkari's carefree days came to an abrupt end when her mother suddenly passed away. The small girl had to get busy learning household chores, but one day her father took her to a nearby forest to teach her archery. He had made a special bow and arrow for Jhalkari, and he taught her archery and how to fight with lathis and swords. She practiced rigorously till one day Jhalkari was in the forest to cut wood. She was attacked by a wolf. She struck the wolf with her axe, but she lost the grip on the handle and fought with the wolf with her bare hands. Over the years, Jhalkari's skill and courage grew tremendously. One day, a similar tale of Jhalkari's bravery reached the ears of Puran Kori, a soldier from Nayapura, Jhansi, who served in the artillery unit of Rani Lakshmi Bai's army. Puran Kori showed interest in marrying Jhalkari, and her father accepted Puran's proposal, and soon Jhalkari and Puran were married in a simple and traditional ceremony. With many common interests, Puran and Jhalkari were happy together. One day, Puran asked Jhalkari to come with him and meet Rani Lakshmi Bai on Shivratri. They went to the court to meet Rani Lakshmi Bai. One by one, all presented their respects to Lakshmi Bai. When it was Puran and Jhalkari's turn, Rani Lakshmi Bai was amazed to see Jhalkari, who had an uncanny resemblance to the queen. Soon Jhalkari began to spend time with Rani Lakshmi Bai, and they bonded over their common love for hunting and shooting. One day, Lakshmi Bai told Jhalkari that she is forming a women's army and that she wanted Jhalkari to be part of that army. Jhalkari was honored to join the army, and she began her training and soon gained expertise in all aspects of warfare. At that time, British had firmly entrenched themselves in India, and the people were reeling under the oppression. Anger against the British was simmering, and with this, the first war of India's independence took place in 1857. In the form of a mutiny of Sipais in town of Meerut, the flames of revolt soon spread to Jhansi. Over the next few months, mutinies, rebellions, wars were seen in Delhi, Lucknow, Kanpur, and many other cities. General Hug Rose, the commander of the Central India Force, was given the task to quash all the rebellions. He had directed his army to surround Jhansi and capture Lakshmi Bai, and with a strong army, General Rose launched an attack on Jhansi on 23rd March 1858. Rani Lakshmi Bai valiantly faced the enemy with 4,000 of her troops, but the soldiers of Jhansi were outnumbered. It was now apparent that Jhansi was losing the battle. Lakshmi Bai inquired from her court men about the delay in help from Nana Sahib's army. She was worried when she got to know that Tatya Tope's army had been defeated by General Rose and help may not come as planned. Upon knowing this, Rani Lakshmi Bai held an emergency meeting of the War Council, wherein Jhalkari appraised the queen of the decreasing number of soldiers and depleting food sources. She emphasized that if enemy forces breached the walls, they would have to engage in hand-to-hand combat within the fort. She requested the queen to leave the fort by whatever means in order to protect her from any danger. Jhalkari suggested that she will disguise herself as Maharani and take a small unit of soldiers and leave from the front of the fort. In the meantime, Maharani can escape from other side of the fort, and once she is in a safe place, she can reorganize the forces and attacked the British again. Soon preparations got underway to execute their plan. Jokingly, Maharani said to Jhalkari that she would fool the queen herself also in the battle clothes. Meanwhile, the British bribed a soldier in the queen's army to enter the fort, and the soldier's treachery cost Jhansi dearly. The confusion and chaos provided Rani Lakshmi Bai the opportunity she was looking for. She left the fort. Meanwhile, plowing through the enemy's ranks, Jhalkari went straight to General Ross's camp. She fought bravely for an entire day without anyone discovering her true identity. But the pretense could not last too long, as the British realized that she was not the queen and ordered to surround Jhalkari. Jhalkari was captured and taken to General Ross. There, General Ross said to Jhalkari that she deceived them by disguising herself as the queen, but she was betrayed by one of your own. Jhalkari replied, "Those who betray will suffer the consequences. As for me, you can shoot me. I'm prepared to die for the queen." To this, General Ross said to his men that if even 1% of their women were as mad as this one, the British would have to abandon everything here and retreat. General Ross ordered to take Jhalkari away and keep a strict guard on her. However, Jhalkari was not the one to be stopped. Later that night, she ran away from their tents. At dawn, when General Ross launched an attack on the fort, he was shocked to see Jhalkari there. A fierce battle ensued. Jhalkari and her soldiers were successfully reducing the enemy's number when she got to know that her husband has been martyred. Strongly she promised herself to not let her husband's sacrifice go in vain. She now fought the battle with renewed vigor. The British troops began to target her, and the bullets hit her in the chest as she fell. A few more bullets hit her. Jhalkari breathed her last, sacrificing her life for the sake of the freedom from imperialist forces. While the contributions of Jhalkari were unknown till they were brought to light by the historians, today she is a symbol of pride, not just for her community, but for the entire nation. Over the years, her greatness has been celebrated through plays, stories, and songs, and she is revered as Veerangana, or brave Jhalkari. The statues built in her honor and the Veerangana Memorial Trust in Bundelkhand have kept the legend of Jhalkari alive. Even today, she serves as an inspiration to young girls and women throughout the country. One particular poem immortalized Jhalkari, imprinting her in the minds of people forever. And you know what the poem was? Macha Jhansi mein ghamasan, chahu aur machi kilkari thi, अंग्रेजों से लोहा लेन रण में कूदी झलकारी थी. From today, we start a countdown of 75 days of our 75th Independence Day. Each day will be dedicated to our unsung heroes and tales of our glorious past. 75 days to go. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
भारत की कहानी
मीनाक्षी लेखी की जुबानी. आजादी के लिए प्राणाहुति देने वाले 75 अनाम वीरों की 75 कहानियां मीनाक्षी लेखी की जुबानी. आप सुनेंगे अमृत महोत्सव पोर्टल पर 1 जून 2022 से रोजाना.